Hello, my little book nerds. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jae, and guys, today we're gonna talk about the end. Yes, that's right, the end. The end of the year, of course. Duh, what else would I be talking about? Anyway, now that I'm done being dramatic, so we are doing the end of the year book tag. Also, stick around for the end of the video because I do have a little unboxing. I have 2 packages that I want to share with you. Got some really exciting stuff, so let's get to it. So I am going to be looking at my phone because I have the book tag on my phone. I don't have the best memory off the top of my head, so we're gonna do that. The first question for the end of the year book tag is, are there any books that you started this year that you absolutely must finish? And guys, yes is the answer to that question. Let me grab them. So the main books that I'm trying to finish right now are the books that were sent to me by the wonderful authors. One reached out to me and another one I asked for an ARC. So the first one is Wildcat by J.P. Harker. Guys, I'll be honest right now, I've been struggling through this book, not because it's bad, but because currently it's not fitting my mood. So every time I try to force reading that I'm not in the mood for, it just takes me 10 times as long. Anyways, this book is basically about our main heroine. Her name is Rhiannon or Rhea, and she has gone through a series of life changes. She was gonna get married, she was getting married, she was gonna have a family, and then an invading tribe comes in and just turns her world upside down. She is a fierce, badass female, and she's still trying to figure it out. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm really only 200 pages in, and it's not bad. Let me just say this. It was a slow start, and it's getting better. I'm getting more intrigued, but it's just not where my head and my mood and my heart is right now. I was told that it was fantasy, and it does read more like a historical fiction, and so far in terms of magic, 200 pages in, there isn't a whole lot of it. So I'm struggling with that because I am definitely a high fantasy sort of person. So we're gonna try and push through this. Again, not going terribly. I just not in the mood, but I do want to get this done by the end of the year. My next book that I would like to finish by the end of the year is the other book that I got from a wonderful author, Derek Smith. His book, The Other Magic. This is his debut novel. I requested an ARC because a friend of mine, her brother, mentioned that he was coming out with a high fantasy book. And let me tell you, this is more up my speed and my mood right now. 10 pages in, magic is happening. This is definitely adult high fantasy, so it is moving quickly and I'm excited for it. So end of the year, hopefully this will be done. Yeah. Okay, other thing that I would like to finish this year, because I feel like it shouldn't have taken me this long, is the rest of the Saga series. I have finished, I think, yeah. This is definitely a piece of toilet paper as my bookmark. I'm not gross. Yup, this is me. That's me, yeah. Anyway, I have started volume 7. There are 9 volumes out right now, and I just need to get them finished. I've had them for months now, and I don't know why it's taking me so long, but here we are. I'm loving Saga. Every volume that I read, I'm just like, why am I not devoting all my time and energy and attention to this series? And I don't know why. I don't know. But we're gonna finish it by the end of this year. Guaranteed, because they're not really hard to get there. They're lovely and they're short. All right. So the next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And guys, honestly, my first reaction when I read these book tags was no, I don't. But in a recent Owl Crate box, I did receive Winterwood. And guys, I'm feeling like this is the book for this question, this transitionary. I just think that Winterwood is gonna be all the feels that I want. It's in a forest, there are witches, there's magic, there's children. Yes, I'm gonna read this. This is gonna happen. I might start it this weekend, honestly, because I've just been eyeing it, and I just need to get into a book that really fits my mood right now. And for some reason, the other books are just not doing it. And I feel like this might do it. So if I read this in between the other two books, maybe we'll get somewhere. So the next question is there a new release you're still waiting for? And honestly, guys, no. Because the only real new release that I was waiting for was Queen of Nothing. And here it is. It is in my possession. I have not read it yet. I have been putting it off, mostly because I don't want the series to end, but also it's been getting some weird reviews, and I'm just trying to let the hype die down so that I can form my own uninfluenced, you know, opinion of it, because I want this to end well for me. It may not, but it may. And I just want to be in the right frame of mind to have a good ending. So the next question is, what are 3 books that you want to read before the end of the year? And true to form, I do not have only 3 books, because as if I don't have enough to read right now, I have more than 3 books. So the first book, of course, is Winterwood, because as much as this is supposed to be a transitory, whatever that word is, book, I haven't read it yet, so I need to. And then the other books that I would like to get through this year are 4. So the 4 books that I would like to get through, in addition to the other 3 books that I just talked about, is Sabriel. Now, I've read Sabriel before, but it's been a very long time, and I finally have most of the Old Kingdom series in my clutches. I feel like I'm in a good spot to start this series over again, jog my memory as to how fantastic it is, and I'd like to start that this month. So that's gonna happen, I'm hoping. And then the next book that I really, really want to read before the year ends is Bear and the Nightingale. Guys, if there's one book that's just been like, read me, read me, read me, read me, read me, is Bear and the Nightingale. Oh, I suppose I didn't tell you what Sabriel is about, if you don't know. Basically, the main heroine, name is Sabriel, lives in a kingdom that, or lives in a realm that is sort of split between the new-ish world and then the oldish world, where there's really no electricity. And sorry if I get this wrong, because it's been a long time since I've read it, but basically she finds out that she has certain powers, certain ways to affect the dead, and not raise them from the dead, but put them back because they keep raising. Anyway, it's a classic. Garth Nix is amazing. But Bear and the Nightingale, it is about a young girl named, gosh, I always say this wrong, Vasya. This is set in medieval Russia, in the woods, in the winter, and it's basically, it has a lot of elements of Russian folklore and Russian magic and lots of Russian tradition. And basically they spend, well, as far as I understand it, Vasya's childhood is spent, you know, telling stories about these Russian folklores, and eventually she gets a new stepmother, I believe, and she is more, I guess you would say, modern. She is not into these old Russian traditions and stories and folklore, and she tries to sort of turn over the household so that they don't really abide by these old traditions. And then magical things happen. There might be a winter demon, I think. Yes, maybe, yes. Anyway, I love it. I love everything set in the snow. I don't know why, especially forests, snowy forests. That's my deal. So I'm very interested in reading this book. It has to be read this year. I'm just dying to read it. Sorry for that terrible synopsis. This is me, guys. Okay, another book that I would like to get through before the year ends, and this is more sort of it's optional. I want to get through it, but if I don't, I don't. Is Now I Rise. So this is the second installment in the And I Darken series, or, well, I don't think it's called And I Darken series, but anyway, the first book of the trilogy is And I Darken. It's by Kiersten White, and honestly, guys, I loved And I Darken. It's basically about sort of a gender bent Vlad the Impaler story, but instead of Vlad being a guy, this is a teenage girl. So it reads a lot like a historical fiction. There's no magic that I know of, at least in the first book. And I just love the setting. I love the writing. I love the romance in it. And it's just, God, top notch. So I'm hoping the second book is going to be the same. And I have the third book on the way, so you can expect a book haul soon. The last book that I would like to read before the year ends is A Boy Called Christmas, right? Yeah, A Boy Called Christmas by Matt Haig. Guys, I've heard so many good things about this book. I've heard it's a bit of a tearjerker, and look, this is so festive. I love Christmas, and I just, like I said, I like snowy, wintry scenes. So I'm into it. I really want to read this. I totally missed the book there, so I mean, I haven't had coffee today, so this is me. Yeah, I'd like to get through that. So the second to last question is there a book that could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I'm really thinking Bear and the Nightingale is probably gonna be a favorite. It will probably, I mean, I'm predicting that it will not be the favorite because, hello, Nevernight and God's Grave really took that place in my heart. This has to be like blow my mind excellent before they take place of Nevernight and God's Grave. Nevernight and God's Grave just shook my life up, basically. It just ruined me. And I mean, there have been a couple other books too that are close second to the Nevernight Chronicles, but I still think that this will be a close contender just because of the setting. I've heard so many good things about it. One of my favorite booktubers, Alexandra Roslin, loves it. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a good one. Okay, last question. Have you already started making plans for 2020? Reading plans. Up until this point, no, but I was approached by one of my good friends. Oh my God, that was my dog. He probably is playing with his bone. I was approached by one of my good friends who also has a booktube channel. She recently started. I'm gonna include her link down below. Her channel is called Escape in My Bookshelf. And she asked if I would like to do a reading challenge for 2020. I haven't given my full decision yet on that because I have a feeling I'm just not meant for reading challenges. So I'm gonna think on it, but it sounds really fun and it would be great to have a buddy to do it with who reads just as much as I do and very similar books. So there's that. But other than that, like I said, I'm a mood reader. I read whatever the heck I want when I feel like it. So plans are weird with me, at least when it comes to reading. I'm actually very type A. With that being said, because that's the last question for the end of the year book tag, being type A and liking plans, aside from what I'm reading, I actually have a really fun package. I shouldn't do that. Maybe because, you know, it might ruin it. But I have a package from Little Inklings Design. Is it design? Design. I thought it was designs. Anyway, I have the all booked, I think, oh, fully booked. That's what it's called, fully booked planner. And I haven't opened it. I've been very patient because I wanted to wait to share this experience with you. So feel special. Just kidding, guys. Alrighty, we're off to a good start. Very satisfying opening. There's a nice navy blue crinkly paper here. And then we've got a card. Let's get booked. Thank you so much for your order. Look how colorful that is. It's lovely. All right, let's open this up. I hate to ruin it. It's beautiful. Look at the sticker. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay. Can you tell that I've had 0 coffee? Sometimes it has the opposite effect. Sometimes I'm more jazzed without coffee. It's very strange. Anyway, rambling. Look. This is gorgeous. Oh my God. Okay, okay. All right, let's see. Guys, this is beautiful. I can't handle this. Okay. Wow, it's so like sturdy. I mean, metal gold coils, a hardback cover. Look at these metal edges. And got a nice little snappy thing here. Elastic band. Why can't I use words today? Oh God, I love the rainbow color scheme, and it has all these like very satisfying tabs. Like just this whole thing is just satisfying for someone as type A as I am. So it has the months on the tabs. Oh my God, I can't. Books to read. You've got lists, and then I don't know if you can tell, but there are stars down here so you can rate them. That has check marks here, or check boxes that you can check to see if you've read them. Sorry, the lighting is getting crazy. My camera's like, the heck do you want me to focus on, your face or your book? And then we've got a page for quotes. That's super cool. Guys, oh my God, look how beautiful that is. That's the February spread. So if you've been with me for a minute, you know that I attempted my hand at bullet journaling. Guys, that's just not for me. I'll be honest, it takes way too much time, too many brain cells that I don't have. I'm crafty, but I'm not that crafty. So all my markers and art supplies have been sitting in the little corner. But I'm thinking they will get some use out of this planner because it basically has everything that you would use a bullet journal for, but kind of like craft efficient people like me. And then we've got quotes from like Cassandra Clare, and look how beautiful all these flowers are. And I saw that there are actually like color-in pages. Let me see if I can find one. I thought, oh yeah, there's one that you can color. It says, I read past my bedtime. There's more book review pages back here. There's even some just like, if you want to doodle, this is like the area to doodle. And I think, oh yeah, it's got little folders in the back. So that's cool because I have stickers that I definitely want to use. Yeah, guys, if you don't know about this planner, first of all, where have you been? But just kidding. I'm just obsessed with Instagram and I hear about all these things through there. So I think she's doing a restock. So I'll include the link below if you're interested in looking at this planner. I already highly recommend it and I haven't started using it yet, but it's just gorgeous. And I mean, look at it. I just want to look at that all day. Anyway, I've gushed about this enough. I have one last unboxing for you. I've got my Sip Speed box. If you have been following me, you may know that I got my first Sips by box last month and I wasn't necessarily terribly impressed, but I thought I'd give it one more month to sort of, you know, see if they'll I rearranged my like profile so that I would have a more accurate sort of box next time, because they gave me things that I just wasn't, I wouldn't normally like, but for some reason, maybe the brands, I didn't really like it. Okay, so here's the box. We've got a little tea card. Ooh, weird. This is a $15 gift card for like a free month of tea. All right, Sipsby, maybe they were like, no, we can't lose you. Just kidding, I'm not that important, so probably not. Yeah, maybe I'll give it to a friend and see if they want it. I don't have friends that enjoy tea half as much as I do, so, oh, got a spoiler card and it says made for Jessica. All right, this is the inside package. So basically what happens in the Sips by whatever box, there are, I think, typically 4 types of tea and you get 4 servings of each is what I think. So the first here is, Southern Mint Herbal Tea. Can y'all see? So we've got 4 packets of that. Or 3. Yeah, I do love a mint tea. I'm actually an avid consumer of mint tea. So they done good, as long as that's good. And then the next I have, oh, what's this? Ooh. 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 Okay, so this says Nepal tea, and it's a black tea with spices, Nepali breakfast. And it's loose leaf, so they included some sachets that I can put the loose leaf tea in here, so that's freaking cool. And then I have Lord Bergamot, I don't know, by Stephen Smith. And I've had this tea before actually, and I do like it, so I'm excited to drink this. And then interestingly enough, I also have caffeine cacao tea. What does that mean? It says cacao shells and cacao nibs. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna try it, if we're being honest. So yeah, okay, we'll see how this goes, and then we'll see if I want to continue my subscription. It's only $15 a month, but I did get a code off of Hardback Hoarder. Allie from Hardback Hoarder, she has a code for $5 off your first box, so I thought, why not? Why not try it? Because I love tea, and here we are. So that is my unboxing. I'm very excited, especially for the Nepali breakfast tea. I do like some black tea and spices, and they included, like in my last box, a pumpkin spice tea that just kind of fell short in flavor. It smelled good and had a lot of promise just from like the ingredients, but it didn't taste very spicy, not at all. Just tasted very meh. Anyway, this has gone on too long, really it has. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give the video a like, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you always know when I've got good things coming to you. Bye y'all.